2 weeks. That's all we got to wait now, is just 2 weeks. Rampage is a new film starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, in which a giant gorilla, a giant wolf and a giant crocodile start tearing things up, so The Rock has to come in and save the day. It's based on a video game of the same name, and I've never played the video game Rampage. In fact, I never even heard of the game before this film was announced. So whether or not this film is a good adaptation of Rampage from the video game to the big screen, I have no idea. I can only judge it as an entertaining film, and as an entertaining film, The last act of this film is what you came to see Rampage for. You got the giant gorilla, the giant wolf and the giant crocodile going through the city, destroying buildings, things are blowing up, it's all sorts of destruction and annihilation, and it's entertaining. Big screen popcorn action destruction, that's all I wanted from Rampage. I got it in the third act and I was entertained in that third act. It was actually pretty cool sometimes. The special effects on the creatures were pretty good, there was some exciting action parts, buildings are falling down, there's a couple of cool kills in there. The climax of this film did its job, but the path leading to that finale was generic. Dwayne Johnson plays a primatologist in this film and you're thinking, wait, how can a primatologist save the day when all the stuff's going down at the end? Oh, never mind, he's got a military background. Of course he does. But you saw it in the trailer where he has the bond with George the gorilla, they're best friends, they do the sign language thing, and there are a couple of good moments where they show their bond and their friendship, and there are a couple of funny moments as well because George has a little bit of a sense of humour. Despite those one or two good moments, the emotional bond between The Rock and this gorilla is just not as strong as the film wants it to be. So towards the start of the film when George gets tranquilised by the government and captured, it plays this really sad music, you're just like, why is that a bad thing? I mean, he's causing destruction, so yeah, tranquilize that thing, get it away from here. The film tries to make you feel for them sometimes, you're just like, yeah, I don't buy it that much. It's almost like the makers of this film saw Rise of the Planet of the Apes and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that for a Rampage movie. But it just works a lot better there than it does in here. And like I said, the rest of it is just generic. The characters are generic, the characterization is generic, the villains are terrible, because of course there's a company behind that stuff that turns the animals into giant versions of the animals, and they're there behind the scenes going, how can we get away with this, hoo hoo hoo, we got an evil plan. Naomi Harris plays the female lead character in the film. She teams up with The Rock to try and sort everything out. She's a disgraced scientist, she got fired and she's trying to find a way to right her wrongs. The Rock's not a people person, he connects more to animals than he does with people, and that comes up a few times in the film. Why don't you like people? You can just paint the picture by now, can't you? You can just see how the characters are going to grow and evolve in the film, and it just doesn't work that well. And that's really all I have to say about Rampage. Talking about this film is extraordinarily simple. The last third is what you want from Rampage. All the destruction, all the carnage, all the mayhem with these creatures just destroying the city is all in that third act, and it is entertaining when it happens. There are other parts in the film where the creatures are doing other things, and that stuff is entertaining as well, but it just doesn't change the fact that that last third was entertaining and the first two thirds were not. It was entertaining at times, but in the end I'm going to give Rampage a 2.5 out of 5. 2018's not been a great year so far for films. There's only been 2 films this year that I've really liked, but like I said at the start, we've only got 2 more weeks till Avengers comes out. Just 2 more weeks. But for now, we've got Rampage to talk about, so if you have seen Rampage, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to see more of my stuff, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.